Hello and welcome back. Congratulations, this is already the last video of the first introductory module about clarity over content. You know, we said learning how to learn is very important to strategically go about this course instead of just jumping right into it, giving you a bunch of content and then leaving you alone. So we want to recapture what the objective is, and do not get kind of bored with that. Really make it like a practice every time I say that for you to maybe jot it down one more time, so it really sinks deep in that what we try to accomplish in this module, in the first introduction module, is to realize that nothing else makes sense but to work on our aliveness, and nothing else feels right. It is our only option. When we really know that, then this is the way. You know, the way that this course suggests. And then every obstacle on the way can be overcome. It's just about finding a way. When we don't have the, insecurity about, is it the right thing for me? Well, I don't quite know. Is it worth it? That's why I'm hammering so on that, because when we see it is the only option that we have, and this course provides the way, there is no excuse anymore to not walk the way. You will, zigzag around and make mistakes and fall back. This is all part of the journey. Please expect that. But in really realizing that this is the only option that we have, we go further much faster by knowing, like, this is the way. And now I have to adapt it to my own life, of course making little alterations here and there, but I do not suffer from unclarity and, being not sure whether this really will work for me anymore. By seeing that aliveness is the only option, you don't fall back into your old patterns anymore of boredom and unaliveness, because I can run away as long as I want, but it will come back over and over and over again until I realize it. So in this way, it's the only choice and the only option I truly have. So better make the option, make the choice now than later, because it will come back anyway. In the same way as the pain on the leg only disappears when you start walking in a healthy way again. The pain and the suffering only goes away when you live life on your terms. How to do it, we come to later. But here, to recapture, it is the only option that we have. This course suggests the way. So let's take it together. We know our goal. This is aliveness, and now we have a strong enough why. Why that is. Because we have the clarity of that being the only option, and we have seen it transforms every area of our life. Our relationships, from dating to long-term relationships, to friendships, to child rearing, everything. Career, from money-making abilities, to being more likable to your co-workers and to your boss. Everything in your career, your self-esteem, spiritual growth. We said it before, the money you earn, the kids you raise, everything in your life can transform and will. So you do not need to make them kind of separate parts where to work on, but to work on the core first, aliveness first, becoming one with life first, and then watching all those unfold. It doesn't mean that it happens by itself and it doesn't take any effort anymore. It will. If you want to do transformation in an area of your life, it always takes effort at first because it's hard. Not because it's necessarily needs to be hard, but when you want to make a change, you need to overcome what was holding you back in the first place, and this takes energy to kind of overcome yourself. So everything can transform it. I hope this is a strong enough why. So aliveness, we've said, also comes from being in touch with our feelings. And when we've integrated those three things, the only real question that there is do you trust me and do you trust this course? When you see aliveness is the only option I have and it will transform every area of my life, the why is big enough. And I see that it is the feelings that we need to work on. So this is kind of the way that the course teaches. Then the only question that's left is, really, do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in me? Do you believe in this course? Do you believe in this format? Can you take faith, the leap of faith, to actually follow through? So the decision is due now to really, make the decision, do you want to follow through on this course? And to make it clear for yourself, because an all-in really feels different than, let's just see, I skip the exercise and just watch the course to the end, and then I realize, then I decide, no, make the decision now. So it doesn't need to be a perfect decision. When you don't have the full commitment, so might it be. But just take it in and do the exercises. That's all, I ask for, and all that's required of you right here and right now. And please do not be deluded. You see, Let's say, you know, if I wanted to make like a lot of money with screwing people over, I would tell you that at the end of the course you will see instant transformation and your whole life will have changed. You know, I want to be understood correctly that by saying that every area of your life can transform and will in the long term doesn't mean that it's instant. That it will doesn't mean that it's instant. So it is often a process of like a few months, if not years, and you need to see that. And everybody who tells you otherwise, well, check for yourself whether you believe that or not, because like real true change takes a time until it's like really integrated. The decision can be made in the moment, but until it's really integrated, you have to expect to make mistakes, to be frustrated. You have to expect that some things will not work for you. So you have to alter the approach so that it works for you. You have to expect that sometimes you're unclear about the things I say, you won't quite understand it. You have to be, you know, you have to expect that you're frustrated and that you can't figure it out at some point. And you have to expect that there will come the point. Please remember that. There will come the point where the course is over and you sit there and realize, well, is that now everything that there is? Like, now he's gone and what do I do now? You see? Expect that. This is the point where you need to assume responsibility and take in what I suggested, adapt it to your own personal needs and go your own way. This is what the course empowers you to do, to follow your own path. Give suggestions, but you pick and choose and you follow your own path. So make the decision, do you want to follow through in this course? Are we on one team or what? And if so, then I thank you for sticking with me through the first module. If you haven't done so, please go through the videos again and do the exercises, the action steps. It is important. And the action step that is required right now is to make the decision, do you want to follow through with me or not? Are we on one boat or not? So, thank you and see you in the next module.